At the foot of Fang Volcano, in an abandoned village where ash fell like eternal snow, stood a chapel no one dared visit. In its sealed basement, locked away after a fire a century ago, lay an artifact, a ring forged from black metal mixed with ash, adorned with a single stone resembling a plot of frozen blood. Locals called it the Eye of Ash and whispered that it granted power over fire but stole the mine. In October 2025, an adventurer named Ryan, obsessed with finding the legendary ring, broke into the chapel with 3 friends, Emma, Jake, and Sarah. They pried open the sealed basement door, and the air filled with the stench of burnt flesh. The walls were coated in soot, forming silhouettes of human figures that seemed to shift in the corner of the eye. The ring rested on an altar of charred bones, its stone faintly pulsing like a heartbeat. Ryan, ignoring Emma's warnings, slipped the ring onto his finger. Instantly, his eyes blazed crimson, and a scraping sound, like claws tearing stone, erupted from beneath the floor. The basement grew stiflingly hot, and the soot on the walls came alive, morphing into black, smoky figures with glowing eyes. One, it's more filled with smoldering coals, says Jake. His skin hissed, bubbling and blackening, his scream turning to a rasp as his face charred, leaving only a smoldering skull frozen in a grimace of agony. Emma and Sarah bolted for the exit, but the basement door slammed shut, and the ring on Ryan's finger began burrowing into his flesh, sending black veins snaking up his arm. He laughed, but the voice was at his low growling, like a furnace's roar. From beneath the altar emerged a creature of ash and smoke, its claws dripping molten lava. It tore into Sarah, her body igniting like a torch, her bones crumbling into ash that mingled with the soot. Emma tried to yank the ring from Ryan's finger, but his hand, now covered in obsidian scales, crushed her throat. Her skin split, blood evaporating, and her eyes sank as the creature drew her into its maw. Ryan was alone, but he was no longer himself. The ring fused with his flesh, and his body began to disintegrate into ash, swirling to form a new figure, massive, with wings of smoke and eyes blazing like a volcano's heart. The chapel shuddered, and ash poured outward, engulfing the village. Now Fang lies silent, but ash still falls, and shadows move within it, figures reaching with clawed hands toward travelers. Sometimes the ring is found, lying in a pile of soot, but those who wear it vanish, leaving only charred bones behind. And on nights when the volcano rumbles, a whisper echoes, "Become ash,